안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
G'day everyone, it's your Korean boyfriend, Shibong.
Hi, I'm Woojong. Dating. What can you tell us about Korean dating style so they can understand Korean men?
The biggest difference between Australian dating style and Korean is that in Korea, as a man, you always have to prepare a decent plan. You know, first you need to go to a cafe, and then you schedule. Then you go to theater, and then you go to dinner, and then you have sex later or whatever. You know? Yeah. He really loves this kind of joke.
I know, I'm like Pyeontae. I'm like so immature. Because if you look at American or Australian culture, dating is very spontaneous. Hey, let's meet 7 o'clock, 술 마시자, and then whatever happens, happens.
True.
Seriously, it's like a set itinerary.
Yeah. I mean, most Australian guys, you know, they date, they sometimes date on McDonald's.
Oh, that's my style.
We call it Macca's. In Korea, it's same as you're dating in a kimbap 천국.
I did that.
You did?
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Okay, no.
So did she call you like son of a
Yeah. 이래서 망하는 거야. 이래서 망.
I think a lot of ladies who's watching this video got a misunderstanding of Korean men's dating style because of the K-drama.
맞아.
They always try to date a woman like a princess, or they do everything for woman, you know, like it's more like sacrifice.
Yeah, like an animal sacrifice.
Yeah, it's more like sacrifice. They quit the job for the lady.
But one thing that I did notice is Korean men are a lot more gentlemen than other people. Because American men, we are not gentlemen. I mean, I'll admit it, we are not gentlemen. But Korean men, they're pretty gentlemen. I see them carrying the purses all the time.
No, that's because, you know, they really, Koreans mostly, whether it's a man or woman, they really care about how would others think of them. So they don't want to get like a gossips around himself.
Yeah.
Like when he dated a woman, and if he treat her bad, then you know he'll get a gossip like this guy's bad from. So always, women they always trying to make bad stories about the man, right? So he tried to avoid it. That's why he always trying to be a gentleman.
Fits perfectly. They care about the reputation.
See?
That makes sense.
What about Americans?
I think for Americans, wait, what about Americans?
American men's dating style.
Oh, so when it comes to, can you ask it again?
So what about? So how do American boys date? What's their style?
This is stereotypically, okay? Obviously, there's gonna be outliers and people that don't do it this way, but if you think about it, for a majority of American men, I mean, we think about it like, I know this is stereotypical and this is mean. This is not my point of view. This is the American way, the stereotype. American men like to think of dating as buying a car. You know, they like to think of it as testing it for a drive, seeing the specs, seeing the horsepower, gas, mileage, and all that before they buy the car. And I don't like that. But that's the American way. You know, they look at it in that, you know, perspective. Stereotypically. Yeah.
But what if, you know, the driving test failed, but if you got a really solid hardware?
Then they just do one time and then they leave. They don't turn up. They don't call back.
They don't call back.
Right. They just drive it and then don't buy it. I know that's so mean, but that's the American stereotype. 그렇게 treating it dating. But that's the difference. In Korea, the stereotype in Korea dating with men is 3 dates, and then you have to say, "Will you be my girlfriend?" 내 거 할래? Or like something, right? Like that stereotype. America, there's nothing like that. It could take 2 months, 3 months, 1 year before your girlfriend, boyfriend. What about Australia?
The dating is fine, but they don't actually want to be officially, you know, boyfriends or girlfriends, because it's more like being a official couple, and then it gives more responsibility to them. So in Korea, if you want to do something further, you have to be a couple
official.
first. Yeah, official couple first, and then
no
you
one
can
wants to be a slut or whatever.
And then you can start touch. You know, in Korea we call it skinship, right?
Yeah.
But in Australia or States,
then how come last night we did skinship? We only went on 1 date.
Shut up. Let me talk about how I dated Korean women and how I dated foreign ladies. The main difference is how frequently they obsess to boys. Can you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Obsession.
Elaborate though.
Yes.
Obsession, okay.
It's about how frequently. So for example, like Korean women, they love to be texted back within every 10 minutes or 30 minutes or
30 minutes? Yeah, no, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's really hard to date Korean women because they always want to be cared from boys.
Attention always.
Yeah, they always want to get attention.
나봐.
It's like she's a Korean pop star and you're the manager, so you have to always care about, care of them, giving them attention.
You're the manager? Oh, that's
If you're dating a Korean woman,
Yeah, I'm friends with K-pop managers.
you're just
so yeah, I
agency.
know.
You're just agents who's
맨날 물 갖다 주고 여기 있어요. 라면 여기 있어요. Like, yeah, I've seen it.
too many presets.
Your K-pop idols get pampered. I've seen it firsthand.
But foreigners, they less frequently obsess. So if I text back within an hour or maybe 3 hours after my work, they wouldn't actually mind. They give me more free times.
Yeah.
But Koreans, and I think I'm not going to date Korean. And every Korean woman will hit me. So what about your experience?
Okay, so this is strictly from observations. I'm not going to deny or accept whether this happened to me, but this is something that I witnessed. I think the difference is with American women, when it comes to dating, they're really low maintenance compared to Korean women. Everything that he said, I can agree 100%. Korean women, please don't hate us. This is just something we noticed. So if you don't like it, change yourself. But one thing that I did notice is like Korean women are so needy of attention, high maintenance, and they're very easily angered. Like if you do one thing wrong, you have to 무릎 꿇어야 돼 like this, like 자기야 제발. Like,
Knee down, right?
Seriously, like I've seen it in the streets. 자기야 이거 하지 마, 창피해. And the girl's like 싫어. Like I'm like, bro, chill out. Like Korean women, I feel like they all should be in a Korean drama. They're so good at like 삐지는 거, so good at attitude, complaining. 오빠 이거 사줘. 근데 돈 없어. 이거 사줘. Like I've seen it. I'm like, girl, he doesn't have the money. Like,
True.
so yeah, that's the main difference. It's like low maintenance for Western girls versus high maintenance Korean girls. So you might think that Korean girl's pretty, but you better be ready to be her butler as well, like slave or servant, right?
True.
But like, how do the Korean men view the foreigners? Because I can tell you straight up, I have some Korean friends that will literally go hit on foreign girls because they say it's so easy. And I'm just like, oh man, that's kind of taking advantage of the situation. Do you think Korean men like foreign women or? Yeah.
Actually, that's a tough question. Historically, Koreans always dated Koreans. I mean,
Right.
they've only dated Koreans.
Very homogeneous. It was like 99%, right?
Yep, true. But it used to be really hard to see foreigners in Korea, but nowadays there's a lot of
So many.
so many English teachers and travelers.
Like JYP's homie. Yeah.
Like even 10 years ago, it's really hard to see like
So hard.
white, black, or Indian or any other nations. But nowadays it's easy to see. For young Korean guys, maybe they love to date foreign girls, but their parents hate that.
맞아. So this is what I want to say to that. I think Korean men date foreign women just for fun, but they don't want to marry them or date seriously. And that's something I've seen, stereotype. Obviously they do get married, some of them, but majority, they just want to have fun with them. Because they know Korean women are much harder, like high maintenance. I don't know.
But comment section, on my videos, I'll see a lot of comments that saying Korean men only want to fuck or they date foreign girls just for fun. But that is not so true. Even if they want to marry, their parents will refuse it.
맞아.
Yeah. Even they try their best. Korean parents, they support their kids until they get a job. Around 30ish. So it's really hard for Korean men to disobey their parents. It's like a cultural differences. In Australia or the States, maybe, because after 20, you just left your home and live alone, right?
And you're independent.
Independent. In Korea, it's not. You always have to obey your parents.
Do you obey your parents?
I'm a son of a
Okay. But stereotypically they do.
I love you, mom. Alrighty, so to sum up, if you want to be treated as a princess, I would recommend you to date Korean guy. Yeah, through the stereotype we've been talking about,
Right, so if you like a guy who's a gentleman, you like to be pampered, someone who's thoughtful, sensitive, Korean men, by the way, we didn't talk about Korean men are sensitive.
True, but their parents will hate you, so...
Right, so that's the reason why, so tell them, tell them.
Okay, it's far different from K-drama. They're not going to give up their job. They're not going to disobey betray their parents for you. But that's not because they are playboy. That's just culture difference.
Yeah, so find a Korean man who doesn't care what other people think. It's gonna be hard, but if you find one, you'll get all the benefits without the negative. Because the negative is they care so much what they think, you know, what other people think of them.
But there's none. That's impossible.
I'm sure there's some Korean guys that are like that.
I don't think so. Yep.
Well, all right, it's like finding a needle in a haystack then, as you heard it from a Korean dude. But anyways, we're gonna close this video out today. I hope you enjoyed us talking about the stereotypes of Korean men and dating, and then our little stupid stories in between. Please check out our channels. This is Shibong TV.
Guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a subscribe to Woojong Yi and Shibong TV. Hope you guys see you in the next video. Stay tuned!